Welcome to the Turtle Club.
Hello.
Migel!
Okay.
This is your episode.
I know, I was saying hello.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
your
it is your
episode,
episode, huh, bud?
Okay.
No, come on.
Go!
Hey everyone, welcome to
ahead.
the Hey everyone, welcome to the
Are we
Turtle
doing
Club.
episode 2?
This,
let me
I
put my
think we're on
headphones on.
5.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Turtle Club.
All right, sound
Hope you guys are having a good time.
and go.
My name is Michael.
Oh my God,
Nobody
my volume
cares.
is off.
Hi, I'm
That's why I
Dave.
can't hear you guys.
I'm joined by some co-hosts. We got
Is he-
Dave,
Am I even on here?
What up?
Alan, I
Eli,
hear you.
and Alan.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Let's start the episode.
Alright, that's a good idea. We should really, like, from the top. Michael, start over.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, did you guys already? I'm sorry, that's embarrassing. Okay.
No,
Go ahead,
Michael
Michael.
can start over. He doesn't care.
Hey guys, this is Michael. Welcome
Oh,
to the.
this is it. This is you starting. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Hey guys, this is
Let's
Michael.
go.
Welcome to the Turtle Club. This month we watch.
Could you hear that?
Hey guys, it's Michael.
I'm sorry, I
Welcome
didn't know
to
you
the.
could hear that. All right, I'm gonna mute myself and I'll just keep doing it while I'm muted.
Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome to the Turtle Club. Alan, you're not muted.
Oh, sorry.
Hey guys, it's Michael. Welcome to the Turtle Club. Just want to say, my name's Michael. I'm joined by some guests.
I'm Eli.
Dave.
He's still
Guys?
muted.
Michael, you gonna go?
I'm still muted.
Hey, can you guys not hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I don't get what's happening. I'm having there's weird some difficulties. I don't understand what's happening here. I'm driving through a tunnel, but I don't know why it's my reception so bad. But hold on. I'm trying.
You do these podcasts while driving?
I'm Alan.
What up,
Just
Alan?
edit that in
And-
clean.
And we watched the Greasy.
Wait, who are you?
He already introduced himself, man. It's cool.
Oh,
We all know
well,
Michael.
can you do it
He's a
again?
good
I
guy.
missed it.
And we watched the Greasy.
It's all about just editing it in so it comes out clean.
And we watched the Greasy Strangler from 2016, a black horror comedy.
What?
I know that's what the
Jeez,
genre
dude.
technically is called. Made by Jim Hoskins. And yeah, what does everyone think of?
Do we want to just get, like, one quick one in? Just a quick hootie tootie?
Hootie,
Hootie,
tootie,
tootie,
disco,
disco,
cutie.
cutie.
Hootie, tootie, disco,
cutie. Hootie, tootie, disco, cutie.
Thanks.
Okay,
I really needed that just for me.
Yeah, I mean,
like a
and
snippet of that?
I'm gonna be honest. When I was picking my movies for this month, I wanted to do like gross movies. That was my theme.
You
And-
fucking succeeded.
Initially, I was gonna do Toxic Avenger as well as Street Trash because they kind of mix together a little bit more.
Yeah, I can see that.
But Alan having a son really motivated me to pick this movie.
Aw,
Oh,
you.
Alan, this is your future.
I would love that, dude. I wish I had that hair.
So this movie is about a father and son who are
Dick out
very
disco outfit.
odd. The son is very timid. His name is Braden. Braden's very timid and shy and scared. And his dad, Ronnie, is like this big liar guy who used to run a disco and like is really boisterous. But sometimes at night he has this fascination with grease, putting it on food, everything. But at night he covers himself in grease and goes around and kills people.
Whoa, spoilers!
Whoa.
He says the first scene. He says he's not the Greasy Strangler.
I bet you think
That
I'm the
was him?
Greasy Strangler.
Listen, guys. There's also a cop that shows up at one point in the house, and I couldn't find their credit on IMDb. Who could that have been? And also, Michael, you said their names a little wrong, and I'm so sorry, but it's Big Ronnie and
That's
Big
true.
Braden.
That's true.
I just wanted to make that clear.
And they have a bad relationship. They don't get along. And at some point, Braden meets this girl named Janice. And
Is it
Janet, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Isn't
Janet.
this your month, dude?
Okay. Can I be honest? Can I be honest?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm watching the Cavs at the same time. It's unprofessional of me, I know.
Absolutely unprofessional.
But if we win tonight, we clinch first seed in the East. I gotta watch. Anyway.
Okay.
You have calves? Like, baby
Yeah, I got
cows?
2 of them.
Bullshit artist.
But it is, and he starts dating Janet, but then Big Ronnie, woos Janet.
Seduces her.
Sure.
Yeah, and they start dating, and then, I'm just gonna spoil the movie, I guess. Braden, should I? I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, let's
And
do
then-
it because I want to talk about the ending. So
And then Braden gets really upset and joins his father in becoming the Greasy Strangler. He kills Janet, and then him and Big Ronnie make up and are like a good father and son because they found something they can bond over. Is that a...
So
Well, they also kill Ricky Prickles.
They kill Ricky
they
Prickles.
fucking absolutely annihilate Ricky Prickles. That dude's
Yeah,
dead
Ricky
as
Prickles is dead as shit. Yeah.
shit.
He married the mother of Braden and molested him when he was 18.
Mm-hmm.
So he deserved to be strangled by greasy guys.
The scene where Big Ronnie is strangling Janet in the movie theater, and then Big Braden comes in, and
Mhm.
Big Ronnie's just like, here. He's just like steps to the side and just passes it off.
Because the thing about this movie, and this might be
It's
dumb,
funny.
but it's kind of touching in a way.
What?
sure,
Like the ending.
this movie reminded me if Wes Anderson was an absolute fucking freak.
You know
Was
what's funny?
unhinged,
Is
yeah.
I was gonna say this movie reminds me if Tim and Eric and Wes Anderson made a movie.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's got that same weird like
Low-budget,
fantasy
horror,
emptiness
gross.
of Wes
Some-
Anderson.
Yeah, but some of the scenes genuinely feel like something ripped out of Awesome Show. Like Hootie Tootie Disco
Yeah.
Cutie sounds like something that would be on Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great.
Or when they're
Yeah.
outside the vending machine and he's like, Porto. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Porto?
Porto.
What? One more time? Porto.
Porto.
He's trying to say potato.
And that goes for so long.
Yeah, stuff. I did find that funny.
I
It's
laughed.
The
I
constant
loved it.
like front shots of the house,
Mhm.
especially the scene where it's like Big Ronnie just steps outside and then just gets changed, like strips down fully in front of the house.
Mhm.
Just to
Oh, and
walk
Big
right
Ronnie
back
has
in.
Big Ronnie has a gigantic penis that you see
Oh my
very
God.
often.
Bro
Oh,
has
and
like
the
an
faux size
infected
wiener.
dick. Yeah, that thing
and
is huge.
Braden has an incredibly small penis.
Micro penis.
And you see a lot of them, and they both look infected.
yeah,
It's
like fucking
so
highlighter
it's
pink. It's
like
creepy.
the death scenes when the Greasy Strangler is killing people. It's so fucking funny every time, and
But-
I love that every time right before he's about to kill people, like half of the kills, it's because someone like gets mad at him for wanting to use grease, and then he goes, "I bet you think I'm the Greasy Strangler," and it's like now I fucking do. Like
And there's just like random shit. Like the character of Oinker is just a guy
Yeah.
with a pig nose without explanation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And
Like-
looks like a cardboard pig nose.
Like,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
love
it
how he
probably
goes.
was.
He goes to the car wash every time just to get clean.
And he talks
Like,
to
that
a
shit-
blind. He talks to a blind black guy who like owns the car wash. I guess.
That shit made me laugh every fucking time because I was just so baffled.
Big
And then-
Paul.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, big Paul.
And then one thing I really did want to point out with this movie that really fucking I didn't think about it until after I did it was like, okay, so I picked this up from especially Migel and Eli. Whenever we're watching movies, like you'll occasionally just move like you'll move down or see how much time is left in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that until like the last maybe 3
Oh my
minutes
god,
of the
dude,
movie.
it's such an entertaining movie.
It was so just baffling. I was so fucking confused the whole time.
Did everyone
and
enjoy it? It sounds like Alan
No,
didn't
I
like
love this movie.
It was good.
I've seen it before. A few years ago, so my wife, one of her coworkers was like, "Hey, I know you like terrible movies. You should watch this terrible movie I found." So Jazz and I watched it together, and we're both like, "This is awesome.
Yeah, this
isn't a terrible movie. This is just a super bizarre movie.
This is sick.
Yeah.
Like, this rocks. I love
It's
this.
perfectly bizarre.
It's a good movie. Like, genuinely. It is, like, exactly what it wants to be. It's so funny,
Yes.
too. And, Alan texted me about this, but the soundtrack is so fucking good.
I loved the soundtrack to this
It's
movie.
incredible. Like, it fits the vibe perfectly.
I liked the
Yeah.
movie, but the soundtrack was my favorite part.
It's so, like, bass heavy and fast. Like, it's so
And,
just
like,
good.
the weird synthy
Synthy,
sounds.
yeah.
What is
Like,
it,
you would
synth
think
disco?
that there would be more disco because there's so much disco in it.
Do they have the soundtrack available?
Probably. I'm gonna check Spotify.
Honestly, I'm curious.
So I didn't mean to sound like I didn't like it. I did like this movie, but I have
Yes.
two things about it that I have to say.
Yeah, there's a soundtrack online.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. Hell yeah.
So here's my issue with this movie that I found while I was watching it. And it's something that I've realized has been happening to me recently. And it's that, like, I was watching this and I was enjoying it, but I'll never want to watch this again. Because
I've seen this movie like 6 times.
I, like, don't have a lot of time anymore to watch TV or play video games or watch a movie. It's like the time I get to do that alone, like, not like the few times I get to do it is always like, okay, me and Laura will get together to watch something because it's the only time we have to ourselves and not the baby. And then even rarer than that is when I can just do whatever I want and alone. And I'm starting to understand, like, the dad movie vibe. Like, I get why my dad just watches war movies or, like, goes on TV and watches, like, yeah, I saw the Titanic sink again. And it's like, oh, it's because, like, I've got, like, maybe 20 minutes to myself. I just want to see something explode and someone fight somebody else. Like, that's all I got time for. I just need instant gratification. I don't have time for, like, a 2 or an hour and a half long, like, weird existential film about the Greasy Strangler. That being said, I did really enjoy it, and I loved watching it. And the whole time, I couldn't literally do it because I was watching this while I was rocking my son to sleep. But I just wanted to keep throwing my arms over, like, what the hell is happening now? The only part, and, like, I loved, like, it really felt like a Wes Anderson movie, like, all the way through.
Yeah.
It's a lot of wide shots with stark lighting. And a lot of, like, shots of establishing the setting, and then a character walks on and the scene begins. A lot of that stuff, like the disco tours. And the only thing I really didn't like is I felt like it ended for, like, an hour. Not an hour, but, like, it just kept ending. And I could have gone...
When did
like,
you think it ended?
So I thought it could have ended when they killed Janet in the movie theater. That's
There's like hardly anything after that, though.
Well, then they go to the beach. That could have been shorter. And again, I think this is like, okay, I don't have much time left. Can I please just, like, can this please be done? The only thing I really didn't like about the ending is when they get shot over and over again. I thought that was going to be the ending. Like, so first I thought it was going to be Janet.
I didn't like that. I agree with you.
First I thought it was going to be Janet dying in the movie theater. Then I thought it was going to be them bonding on the beach. That's the ending. And then I thought it was going to be the hunter finding them both as the Greasy Strangler and shooting them both 100 times. That would have been a great ending, is if they both like firing squatted to death.
Yeah, but then they, like,
But then when their heads pop off and rainbows come out, it's like everything else has been so grounded in this weird.
That's a good way of putting it. It's, like, very grounded in this world that just, like, exists, but it's weird as fuck. So it's not, like, realistic, but it's like.
I mean, I interpreted that as not being real. Like, at that point, I thought they were dead, and that, like, that's why they were looking down upon it on the hill.
Yeah, it just didn't fit the vibe. I felt. I get it. I agree with Alan a bit.
I
then,
do
like,
think
and
it's
if
a
they-
little played out, but I like that ending.
But then, like, if they're watching down the hill, then, like, it's another minute of it following them up a mountain. 2 minutes of them going up a mountain. And it's like, they didn't need every tag on the end of it, I thought.
It feels a bit gratuitous.
Yeah.
But I also do like a lot of it.
It's
Because even on the beach, that sort of serious scene, he's like, "Did I ever tell you that you were on John Travolta's boat?"
yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
I
the
love
fuck?
those, dude. I fucking love those jokes, like those long scenes where Big Ronnie is just like making up the most obvious lie ever, and people are like, "Wow, okay,
Michael Jackson.
yeah." And I had to drive him to the airport.
It's so good. The dance scene where he's just like gyrating, and that's his only move. It's so good. This is a funny movie. It's gross as fuck. It definitely fits your theme.
What, dude?
Yeah.
When he is covered in grease, it genuinely looks despicable.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, it looks just globbed on and like caked. It's disgustingly perfect.
Like the scene where he's like fingering the grapefruit and he pours grease all over it is disgusting.
Oh god, yeah. Ugh.
Like, oh my god, this whole movie looks like it smells like balls.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great way to put that.
Like, no one looks hygienic in this. Apparently that house that they filmed in smelled terrible. Like, it's just, like, it is so... Everything about this movie, and the Wes Anderson comparison's really good, because that's not something that I had thought of, but as soon as you said that, Alan, I'm like, that is so real. Like, this is it. This is, like, methed out, like, Wes Anderson. Like, if Wes Anderson made street trash.
I also love how this movie has its own, like, vocabulary. Like, instead of saying liar or whatever, they always just go, bullshit artist.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
when movies do that.
Bullshit
I love when they
artist.
just make up their own rules and
Yeah.
their own language, and you
And,
just have
and what's
to learn
perfect
it.
about that is that the first time you hear bullshit artist, you're like, what? And then you go, oh, wait, he's just calling him a liar. And they do it
Right.
so much. It's, like, such a perfect, like, term for it.
And they keep doing it. Like, and I love that.
It happens
like,
so many times.
And everyone calls each other, like, Big and then their name. It's like, Big Ronnie, Big Braden. Like, everyone's big. Everyone's a big guy. And I love when Janet is fucking Braden for the first time and he keeps screaming, "Am I doing it right? Am I doing
Yeah.
it right,
Am I
Janet?"
doing
like
it
this,
right?
Janet?
Am I doing it
Like
right,
this?
Janet? Am I doing it right?
Janet, tell me if I'm doing it right, Janet.
And she's just fucking him. She's just riding his tiny little dick.
And Janet is played by, what's her name?
Eastbound and
Elizabeth
Down.
Durazo.
Yeah.
A
Who-
beautiful woman in Eastbound and Down.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny in Eastbound and Down.
And
It is genuinely just like such a funny movie. And like I love the give me free drinks now.
when he's like when he tricks the hot dog stand owner to look away so he can dunk it in the grease. And he's like, look, it's basically the equivalent of like, look over there, right? Like everything, and also everything kind of moves in slow motion.
Yes.
Like everyone's like very slow to react to anything. Like a bunch of people are standing outside of the vending machine and they say Porto like 50 times in a row.
Yeah.
And then the
scene
Greasy
goes
Strangler is
on.
walking up on them, and they can see him from about like 30 feet away. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Hello, can we help you?" And like they're not even like off put by this naked
Right.
man covered in grease.
No, everything in the staging, and I think that's maybe like, it almost is like dreamlike in a way. It's like, it's performed, like, I don't know how to word. I'm not gonna
You know
word
that
this
thing in
correctly.
animation,
But-
like Family Guy does it a lot. Like when, like the
I
characters
believe
can't
you
see
interrupted
something.
me. I am
The
entitled to my
characters
opinion.
can't see something until like it's on screen.
Oh yeah, they just move the screen over and then it's there all
yeah,
of a sudden.
it feels like that almost. Sorry, Alan, go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's all right, buddy. I
you.
appreciate the apology.
And you know, I was wrong for it, and when I kept going, I realized I was wrong. But it's hard to stop sometimes, and I'm gonna work on it. I'll
Hey,
reflect.
man, we've all been there. It's
Yeah.
like I was telling my son, if you think someone's being an asshole, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt, because one day you're going to realize you were an asshole, and you're
Yeah.
going to hope someone gives you a break too.
Yeah, isn't your son like 2 months old?
He's 4 months old, thank you.
Oh, so yeah. Never mind.
But they say babies' brains are like sponges, so I've just been saying this stuff to him now.
Good wisdom.
Stuff like, don't believe the hype, CM Punk's kind of sucks.
Hey, come on. What the
No,
fuck
that's
is
something
Can I
you
ask
need to
a
share with
question?
your kid.
main eventing, baby?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What's up?
Why'd they get rid of Seth frickin' Rollins? Why is it not frickin' anymore?
Isn't that fucking bullshit? Why they took away the frickin'? I hate it.
Well, because isn't he kind of going into a new character back to like the Messiah character?
Yeah, no, he is. He's going into like it's more like architect right now.
But the frickin' is fucking hilarious.
But they took away the frickin'.
Right, but that was like a stage of his character.
Yeah, but
Who
freaking
cares?
was the best. I miss freaking.
I
he
like
was Seth freaking
2015 Rollins, the corporate Rollins.
That was like right after he cashed in, or was that right before?
Right when he cashed in.
Yeah, that was the best.
Why did I do this? This was my fault.
No. This is good. Well, like this was Alan who brought it up because he said that CM Punk's overrated, even though he's not.
So he is, and he just seems like a crybaby of a human being in real life.
Yeah, like I didn't say that. I'm talking about his wrestling character.
I can enjoy his wrestling character because as a person, he just like aggravates me. And he was my ex-girlfriend's favorite wrestler, which I think also helps me hate him.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
probably-
I think I'm on her
yeah.
side for that one.
And straight, like being all about like I'm straight edge. It's like I just shut up.
He hasn't done that in a while.
Yeah, but he still wears those X's, and I'm still like, I hate that lady. I hate my ex-girlfriend.
And you know what?
When I look at
And you
CM
know what,
Punk, I
Alan?
go,
You're
I
kind
fucking
of straight
hate
edge now, aren't you? Straight edge?
Yeah, and you know what I don't do is talk about it.
That's a good point. And you're not judgy.
Yes, I am, and I'm entitled.
Yeah. he's
Oh,
a
you're
tough-
wait.
Well,
so like,
I mean,
so like, if I told you I was high as fuck right now, you would be judgmental.
you're entitled to your judgment.
No, I'm judgy about people who are like, I'm straight edge, and you have to be straight edge too. That makes me judgy.
Yeah.
You can be high as hell, man. I'm not judgy. I'm a different J word. I'm jealous.
Oh! I thought you were gonna say Jesus.
You jelly, you peanut butter.
I
and
mean, I
jelly?
am Jesus in a way, in that we all are him, and he is.
Yeah,
all
it's a good point. Yeah, and like we need to like figure out how to make this podcast a little more religious.
I'll go
Yeah,
back to my
more
religious
religion,
stuff.
more wrestling.
Yeah.
More religious?
Is there a religious wrestler?
I mean, yeah.
No, but like that's their gimmick. Like,
Yeah, Shawn Michaels, that was his gimmick
CM
for a little
Punk.
bit.
what do you mean that was his gimmick?
Shawn
you
Michaels,
guys
when he
hold on
came
one-
back, he was super. That's why Vince wrestled God, because he was a tag team match between Shawn Michaels and God.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The light came down.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
had
the
ref
light
checking
that
for
he
weapons.
wrestled.
So
And Vince won.
getting back to the Greasy
Well, yeah.
Strangler,
Yeah,
the,
Greasy
the
Strangler 2016.
the pacing of the blocking of this movie feels like it has like the lack of skill and spatial awareness of a high school play. Like clearly done on purpose for the strangeness of it. But like that's what I felt when I watched it. Like in a high school play you would see the bad guy walk on stage and all the kids not know how to react slowly.
Which,
Yeah.
like, you do also... that's where it leans in heavy with that whole Tim and Eric Awesome Show vibe.
100%.
Like, that fits so well.
But I think like Wes Anderson does that too. It's like seems
Yes.
weird because it's all a weird pace.
It's so good, dude.
Have you ever seen that SNL skit where it's like if Wes Anderson
did a
made
horror
a
movie.
slasher movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that for real, and that's like sort of what this is, kind of.
A little.
He wouldn't make something this weird.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
But I'm saying like as far as like shot composition goes.
Wait, who wouldn't?
Wes Anderson. He wouldn't make something like this.
No, not this not like I don't want to say disturbing, but not this like fucked up.
But I would
Hey,
love
guys.
if he made a horror movie.
Guess what?
What?
This movie only made $45,000.
What?
Wow.
I'm surprised.
It's a shame.
I bought the Blu-ray for this as well. I own it now.
45,001.
It's
It also
beautiful.
got very bad reviews.
I totally understand. I was reading some of the reviews, and it's so funny how split people are.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ones, a lot of tens. Weirdly though, I liked the ones that were like in the middle, like someone who gave
Yeah.
it like a 5, like yeah, it's okay. It's like what you cannot not have an extreme
Right,
reaction
yeah.
to this.
The
Like,
pink
who are
outfits
you?
they wear for the disco tours are hilarious.
The shorts and the like. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's so stupid. This movie is great.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. They all three lived in this apartment.
Yeah, the earth, the wind, and the fire, they all lived here.
The director of this movie didn't really make anything else.
That's sad.
It's a
Well,
shame.
It's been like 8 years since this movie came out.
yeah, he has like a couple of things, but nothing huge.
We're almost a decade past it, and genuinely. But you know what's the problem about how much I love this movie, and like, I can't recommend it to anybody. Like the people that in my life that I would recommend this
I have
movie
already seen
to are
it.
all on here right now.
Yeah, like I can't. I'm trying to think.
I watched this with a coworker, and it's hilarious because it's like, for like 3-4 days, that was just his fucking little mental tics, and he would just repeat catchphrases from this.
Hootie, tootie, disco, cutie.
Seriously, like he'd just be sitting there by like quietly, and then all of a sudden you just hear like hootie, tootie, disco, cutie.
I'd be curious as to what to show Laura this and see what she says.
Do you think she could find any enjoyment from it?
Yeah.
This is what you chose for our time together?
See, that's the problem, and that's what I'm talking about with like dad movies.
Yeah, instead you should watch American Pastoral again.
Yeah.
You know, which we did enjoy.
Again.
But see, that was pre-baby. That was pregnancy. That was when she was pregnant. She the baby was so humongous she couldn't move. So we just watched movies all the time.
So then you forced her, like a Clockwork Orange style, to like with her eyes stuck open to watch terrible movies.
No, she just said, "Hey, let's watch American Pastoral. Surely this will change your life."
And it did.
It did for the better.
It is her favorite movie. That's what I heard.
And now every day I kiss her like mummy.
God. I don't like this movie. I don't like that movie.
That movie was just bad. Are we
But-
spending another episode talking about how
You know what
shitty that
movie
movie
I do
was?
love though is Greasy Strangler, baby.
The other thing I didn't like about the Greasy Strangler though is a lack of glove factories.
Well, I mean,
it's real.
Well, you
know,
don't know
it was
there
a
wasn't
dying
one.
business.
Yeah, that's real.
Big Paul ran a glove factory on the side. I could tell. He just had that vibe to
Big
him.
Paul ran a glove factory. That's why he's blind.
And it's very funny that every time Big Ronnie's in the car wash getting the grease washed off, he just screams the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
And then Big Paul's like, "I thought that was you, Big Ronnie." It's like, what? Like,
Um,
you heard that and you weren't that concerned?
Alan and Dave, have you guys heard of this movie before?
I have
Not
never
even
heard of this.
remotely.
I wasn't sure how popular it was.
Not very.
Because I remember when it came out, like, people talking about it in, like, weirdo communities, but it's just, like... I'm, like, upset it wasn't more popular because we're not going to get more movies from this guy.
No.
Who-
It
is a
should be more.
Hosking?
This should be like in the new echelon of like street
classics.
trash,
Yes.
of like
Like
punk
cult
party
classic.
movies.
Yeah.
Jim Hosking came out with 3 other movies, including
but nothing
that one
big.
about the. Well, he did a movie about that poem you wrote, Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Just to give some
long-winded
backstory here, at Eli's wedding, Dave officiated it, and Dave read
Yeah.
the poem "Ebony and Ivory," which is
And
about
I was
black
not
and,
invited.
which is about black and white. We didn't know you. Which is about black and white people.
I know
getting
why I
along.
wasn't invited. I'm just saying I wasn't invited.
That's a good point. Hey, and you know what? I was wrong. I assumed, and you know what they say about assuming.
Renew your
Yeah.
vows, invite him.
Anyway,
You got a nice ass, says me.
yes, yep. It's Dave officiated, and he read the poem "Ebony and Ivory," which is about black and white people getting along because Eli's wife is black and he's a white guy,
Cheers.
and most of the people thought that I wrote the poem and didn't know that it was an actual poem.
Yeah, we
That's
credited it to
insane.
Michael.
So a lot of people thought I wrote like an old school, like black and white get along fucking poem that it's not aged
And we said that
well.
he wrote it for us. That's everyone there who doesn't know Michael, like everyone on Jazz side, like, oh, I guess that's interesting that he wrote that poem.
I think they still think. I think they still think I wrote it.
Yeah,
That's shocking.
it was a good bit.
It's like fairly well known.
It's
Yeah.
You'd think.
but they I think the only people who like picked up on it were like mine and her parents. Everyone like our age didn't know it. It was a good bit. But yeah, no, it is like sad that there hasn't been more like success from this guy. But also this
Yeah.
could not have been expensive. Like this like I don't know, you could make more. Like this movie looks cheap as fuck.
Yes and no.
It looks empty.
Yes. I can't find a budget for the movie. Elijah
hey,
Wood
he
produced it. Did you guys know that?
That makes sense.
No.
He likes weird bullshit.
Yeah, he said it's one of his favorite things he's ever been a part of.
I could see that. Like if I had my name on this, I would be satisfied. Like this is my life.
Jim Hosking did G is for Granddad in the ABCs of Death 2.
Oh.
I don't like those movies.
I like the first one more, but I do like the second one okay.
I think they're like some of the worst of the anthology movies.
I'm just going through
I
his
mean, no,
credits
there are
now.
bad ones for sure, but I like the concept, and some of them are very good.
Remember when your friend in high school made an ABCs of Death parody and it was terrible?
Oh my
What?
god, it was bad.
I'm not gonna say the name, but it's the guy that he used to make movies with all the time.
Yeah, and he made a really bad one with his friends, and it was the worst. He wasn't good at that. But I was thinking, like Alan was talking about showing this to Laura. I was even considering the other day, like recommending this to my parents just to get a reaction.
Oh my god, can you actually?
That would be fucking hilarious because they'd just be disgusted.
They would
I
hate
feel like
it.
they would turn it off.
They wouldn't like it. They wouldn't finish it. They definitely wouldn't finish it.
Yeah.
At the first penis, they would turn it off.
No, that's not it. I genuinely think the first thing that would make them turn it off is the grease. Like I think my mom would hate the look of that, and she'd be like, "Turn that off." Like I don't want to look at that. The dicks, I don't think would bother them that much. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
You know when Braden's fingering Janet, and she goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if I farted right now?"
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. When she's on top, she just fucking shoves her finger up his ass.
Yep.
Just out of nowhere.
Also, I feel like it would be very difficult to do that from the position they were in.
Yeah,
definitely
unless you're
interesting
like
move.
kind of got a flop hole there.
She
Oh,
pulled
I'm
it
sorry? A what?
What? What's wrong?
You got a
What's
problem
a
with Braden's
flop
flop
hole?
hole?
What's a flop
Yeah, you
hole?
never had your flop hole fingered? Okay, but you never lived.
What is a flop hole?
So that was the Greasy Strangler.
Okay.
Do you really
Love
not
the
know what a
movie.
flop hole is?
Highly recommend it, guys. I don't know. I think Eli picked a great movie this month. Super successful. I honestly, this was a good pick, man.
You're welcome to every you guys. You know, I'm really glad I picked this for all of you.
Thanks.
Alan, can could you maybe defend me a little bit here?
Oh yeah, Michael, I really liked your choice. Well, actually, I didn't. I wasn't a huge fan of rewatching Street Trash, but I was glad to rewatch it because it did make me think about the movies I used to enjoy in my 20s and what movies I like to watch now. And it was like an interesting, introspective look at how my tastes have changed, and not only just my taste because I still like enjoyed parts of it, but is like what I feel like dedicating my time to, and kind of whittling down my hobbies to what do I have time to do. So I enjoyed like you showing me these movies, Michael. I think that was a really great time. I had a fun time talking about them with you.
Thank you so
you
much.
didn't respond to me. You didn't say you liked my band. Then I sent you our video.
I did, by the way. It was so fun.
Thank you.
I think you should be in more music like that.
Thank you. Well,
I
they
like
kicked
how
me
you-
out.
Why?
I don't know. We just broke up.
I like how you're like mostly naked and just wearing a tie.
Yep, in my roommate's underwear
Ew!
Why?
because they were like really colorful.
Wait, are you serious? You were wearing someone else's underwear?
I mean, they were clean.
Is that where you draw the line?
I don't care if it's like fresh out of the fucking washer. That's disgusting.
Which they were. That's how I found out he had
I wouldn't
those.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I used to have a Speedo, and I would like share it around.
Wasn't it like a tuxedo Speedo?
Yeah, it was my Tux Speedo.
Yeah, that's
actually-
it.
I'm actually really upset about this.
I used to lend it to folks. I would wash it.
Used to lend it to folks.
Eli, did you see Braun Breaker's spear to Carlito?
Oh my God, he's insane.
That was
that
nuts.
man is gonna test positive for every drug.
It was
as
a
long
human
as they do
bullet.
it after WrestleMania, we're good.
I cannot wait for his WrestleMania match.
I'm a little bit bummed that Sheamus isn't involved. I wanted him to get that Grand Slam, but also all 4 of those guys are gonna be sick.
And then Dom hit the Mexican Destroyer.
I'm stoked. Yeah,
last week.
with Penta. That was good
Yeah.
shit. But
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching and
Wait,
listening.
Are you closing up or are we starting?
yeah. When do we start? When does the recording begin?
Yeah,
on, let me-
I need to know when to hit start.
All right, I'm gonna mute.
Thanks, everyone. Join us
Tired of doing
next.
this fucking podcast with these people.
Join us.
should
We
be
are
wasting-
entering the
wasting
Dave
my
arc,
time.
by the way.
I should be going into fucking church more often, but instead I'm wasting my time with these people. I gotta call my sponsor. These guys would want to drink.
Yeah. So Dave, good picks.
Hey, it's
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm having a hard time.
He's on the phone.
Oh, don't interrupt him. He's on the phone.
I just feel like.
Can you guys hear me? I'm having.
No. We
No,
can't hear you.
I'm muted, right?
No,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, you're muted.
talking.
Okay.
Dave just. I feel like picked these movies just to piss me off, so it should be an angry,
No, it's
interesting
just I
next
just want
month.
to drink, and it's just these guys stress me out sometimes, and makes me want to just like, fucking just fuck off. I can't take it sometimes with these people.
Yeah, and
You know,
the interesting thing.
he wants to banter and have fun, but then when I try to banter and have fun, then he doesn't like that.
Who are you talking about?
I know.
Shut up, Michael.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
No, Dave said
What?
something.
No. We can't. We can't hear
Dave
you
said
at all.
something. Dave
Okay,
said
Yeah, no, that was me.
I'll mute myself again. Here we go. Okay. sorry, these fucking jack-offs.
Yeah, so
family right now. I'm interrupting dinner with your family. It's 9 p.m. You're having dinner with your family right now. I'm sorry. I shouldn't judge. I called you. I know. I appreciate you always answering your phone. I don't want Double Fist to come back either.
He called out his own done thing in his own role play. It was like, oh, it's 9 p.m. You're having dinner with the family right now? Oh, yeah, I shouldn't judge. You called out your own inconsistency. You fucking dumb bit.
Can you guys hear me?
Fucking,
No. We can't hear
we're
you.
talking about that's a bit in the Greasy Strangler.
fucking
Yeah.
asshole. All right,
Hilarious.
I don't want it to be lost on everyone that the next 2 months are Dave months.
Let's go, Dave Butt, favorite
We're entering
podcast
the
host.
Dave arc.
Back-to-back Dave months? Sorry.
Let's go.
Back Dave months.
Oh,
I'm on the
Alan, you're
phone,
back.
Sorry. No, I was on the phone talking about.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. Yeah, you're good.
my
You're
s-
good.
I know it's supposed to be anonymous, but my sponsor's name is Dave Months.
He had to call his sponsor because he has 2 months of Dave movies.
All right, well, we will talk to you all later. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening in to the Turtle Club.
Well, hey, Alan. Hey, Alan.
Oh my! Dude, my volume was all the way down. Were you guys talking?
No.
All right,
No,
goodbye,
don't worry.
everyone.
Goodbye.
What were you saying, Dave?
Don't worry about it, bud.
All right, all you turtos and turtettes. That's the show. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.